Okay, can you hear me? Can you? We have derived this deflection equation. Okay, now I will explain the double integration method, and then we will apply that double integration method for different beams under different loadings. Okay, now see here, this is deflection equation. In this deflection equation, bending moment M is equal to AI d2y by dx square. That is, bending moment at any section, it is equal to the modulus of elasticity into moment of inertia into second derivative of the deflection. Second derivative of the deflection. Okay. Now see here, when we integrate this once, you will get integration of m, that is on left side, and on right side you will get the integration of ei d2y by dx square. Okay. Integration of this term, integration of this term. See here, this ei is constant. I can take on this side. When it becomes m is equal to m by ei equal to integration of m by ei equal to integration of d2y by dx square. Integration of d2y by dx square is dy by dx. See here I have written integration of d2y by dx square, it is dy by dx, and that is the slope at any location. This is a slope. Okay, this is a slope equation. That means slope at any location is the integration of moment or bending moment at that location divided by ei. Okay, slope at any location is the integration of bending moment divided by ei. Okay, now again what I will do, I will integrate this equation once again. Okay, now it becomes double integration by of m by ei, double integration of m by ei. Now this equal to the integration of dy by dx, dy by dx. Now integration of dy by dx is y, integration of dy by dx is y. Therefore y is a deflection, y is deflection. And now from this equation what we can conclude, deflection at any point is double integration of bending moment, double integration of bending moment. Okay, now these two equations, this equation 1, this equation 1 and equation number 2, we are using for calculation of the or for deriving the slope and deflection equations for different types of beams. Okay, now how we can use, before that I will tell you one thing. See here, we have derived bending moment and shear force, bending moment and shear force. Okay, relation and intensity of the load. Now you know, uh, bending moment, sorry, before bending moment, shear force is a change in bending moment. Shear force, it is a change in movement, bending moment. Okay, I will write here shear force, force equal to change in bm, bending moment. Okay, and intensity of load equal to change in shear force, shear force. Okay, change in shear force. That means shear force equal to the dm by dx, shear force equal to the dm by dx. If I write the equation, if I write the equation here, here f is equal to dm by dx. Okay, this you have this equation, and and from second term, intensity of the load, intensity of the load, w equal to, actually it is not part of this unit, but you have to remember w equal to the df by dx, df by dx. Now if you replace this m, if you replace this m by this equation, by this equation, now how your equation becomes, here I will replace that m by this equation. It becomes, it becomes, I will write here, here. Okay, it is d cube, d cube by dx square, dx cube. Okay, that means it is a third derivative of, third derivative of, I will write here, this is third derivative of deflection. Third derivative of deflection is a shear force. Okay, EI into third derivative of deflection is shear force. Okay, you have to remember this. Now, if I replace the shear force by this equation, if I replace the shear force by this equation, what you will get? W is equal to, you can see here, this equal to the it is fourth derivative of your deflection. Actually, this is not part of your uh, this chapter, but you have to remember, because this is also equation. This is the equation of beam. In future, you will use this equation as a beam for dynamic analysis also and for static analysis also. Okay. Now I will go for one by one case. Now you have to remember this equation. First integration of m by ei is dy by dx. Second integration of m by ei, it is y. First integration is slope. Second integration is deflection. Now we will apply this concept for different types of beams. Now first the beam is cantilever. Now this is the important thing. Now these derivations may be uh, asked. Okay. Now slope and deflection of a cantilever subjected to point load at free end. Okay. Now what is the slope and deflection? Now question is, what is the slope and deflection equation, and what is the maximum slope and maximum deflection when cantilever is subjected to point load at free end. Okay. Point load at free end. Now you see here this is AB is a cantilever. AB is a cantilever. Okay. Now on this cantilever, load W is applied at free end. Load W is applied at free end. Okay. Now under this load W, this end is fixed. Therefore, this end will not move. Your cantilever is deflecting like this. That means it is deflecting from A B to, suppose, A B dash. A B to A B dash. Okay, that means B point is shifted to B dash. This is the deflection of the cantilever under the load W. Okay, have you got it? Now under this loading, what is the deflection equation and what is the slope equation? Okay, now slope equation and deflection you have to find. Okay, for finding the slope equation and deflection equation, you have this is the deflection equation, this general deflection equation. That general deflection equation we are using here. Okay, here this is your deflection equation. Sorry, deflection equation. This deflection equation we are using. Now you know, first integration of this equation is slope and second integration of this is uh, deflection. Now what you have to do, you have to consider one section at a distance y from the A. Now why we have to consider this section? See here, we have to integrate both sides. Now for integration of this side, you have to find the equation for m. Find the equation for m. Now consider a section x at a distance x from the free end. Now calculate the bending moment at x, bending moment at x. Okay, now see here, if I take this x section, now consider this part, there is a force W, its distance is L minus x. Okay, L minus x, and it is deflecting, or it is bending the beam in downward direction. Therefore bending moment at x is this one, you see here, equal to minus W into L minus x. Distance of load is L minus x from the x section. Therefore this bending moment at x is minus W into L minus x. Now you put this bending moment in this equation. you will get this m is equal to ai d2y by dx square equal to the minus w into l minus x. Okay, now this is your Benny moment equation. Benny moment equation. Now from this Benny moment equation, you have to find the slope and deflection. For find here one, we will go one by one. We'll go one by one. Now for finding the slope, you have to integrate this equation. Now we are using double integration method. Therefore, first we will integrate this equation, this equation. Now here integration of this term, m now not necessary to consider. Integration of this term, it is ei dy by dx, equal to integration of this side, it is minus w is constant term, integration of l is lx, and integration of this is x square by 2. Okay, have you got it? Now here integration of this term, it is ai dy by dx. Okay, now integration of second term, it is minus w into integration of l is lx, okay, and integration of x is x square by 2. Okay, have you got it? Plus constant of integration, we have to take the constant of integration. Okay, now you have to find the value of the constant of integration, okay. Now if you consider this is a fixed support. Fixed support means all degrees of freedom are zero. Now it is not displacing in any direction. It is not rotating any direction. Now slope means what? Slope is angular deformation. Or it is a rotation about the x-axis. Sorry, z-axis. Means here if you take this as x-axis, this in downward direction it is a y-axis, perpendicular to the plane, perpendicular to the screen, it is a z-axis. Therefore, your slope is rotation about the z-axis. Okay, that is the angular displacement about the z-axis. Okay, now if you use the fixed support, that means cantilever support, then you will not get any degree of freedom, about at that support. Okay, at that support, that means all degrees of freedom are zero at the support. Okay, therefore for finding the uh, constant of integration, you apply this condition, that is at fixed support dy by dx equal to 0. Now when we put this at support dy by dx is equal to 0, means at it is at x is equal to 0. Okay, your fixed support is at a, and at that location your x distance is 0. Okay, and at this location dy by dx is 0. Okay, that means dy by dx is 0 at x is equal to 0. Now when we put x is equal to 0 in this equation, this term dy by dx is 0, therefore this term is 0, and this bracket is also becoming 0. Okay, because l into 0, and this is x square is 0. Okay, therefore this term is also becoming 0. Now this term is 0, therefore we can write c1 equal to 0. Now this is the constant of integration, c1 equal to 0. Now when we put c1 equal to 0 in this equation, you will get dy by dx equal to the minus w by ei into lx minus x square by 2. Okay, now this is your deflection equation, sorry, slope equation. This is your slope equation. Okay, now your value of the slope, that means slope of this curve, of this depleted curve, varies with this relation, that means at x is equal to 0 it is 0, and it is increasing towards the end, and it is maximum at b dash. Okay, sorry, it is maximum at B, means at B dash. Okay, so our major concern is what is the maximum deformation, sorry, what is maximum slope. Now for maximum slope, maximum slope, maximum slope you will get at x is equal to L, x is equal to L. Okay, now what is maximum slope at x is equal to L? Now you put the x is equal to L in this equation, x is equal to L in this equation. When we put x is equal to L in this equation, what you will get? You will get slope at B, slope at B, that is, this is L square, L square, L square. I will remove this, and here it is L, L square by 2, L square by 2. Now this will give, this will give minus WL square by 2EI, WL square divided by 2EI. This will give minus L square, WL square divided by 2EI. Okay. Now here dy by dx, the maximum slope, and it is x is equal to L, or it is at B point. It is at B point. Okay. Therefore, here our general notation for the slope is IB. Okay, it is IB. Okay, IB. IB is a general notation for the slope. That means I is a notation for the slope, and its unit is radians. And if you are calculating that at B, means it is a slope at B. B is a subscript. Here B is subscript. That is a slope at B is equal to minus WL square divided by 2EI. Now here we are not considering the notations. Here why we are getting here not notations. We are not considering the sign. Okay. Why we are getting here negative sign? Because slope, direction of slope is in downward direction. Okay. Direction of slope is downward. Okay. Now we are not considering this negative sign because it is a angular displacement. It is angular displacement. Okay. Now it is a in radians. So we are taking positive value, and when we take the positive value, it becomes IB is equal to WL square divided by 2EI, and this is in downward direction. Downward slope. Okay. I have removed the minus sign, and I have used the word that is a downward slope. Okay. Now this is a slope at B. Slope at B, or it is a maximum slope. Now you have to remember this equation. Okay. Any doubt in this slope calculation? If you have doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will go for the deflection. Okay, I will go for the deflection. Now next is deflection. Deflection. Okay. Now deflection. It is double integration of moment equation. Double integration of BM equation or it is or I will write integration of slope equation. Okay, slope equation. Already we have calculated the slope equation. We have taken the single integration of this moment equation. Okay, now next we have to calculate the deflection, and deflection is a double integration of bending moment equation, or it is a integration of slope equation. Both terms are same. Now we have slope equation. This is a slope equation. This one is a slope equation. Now what we will do, we will integrate this slope equation. We will integrate this slope equation. Now integration of this slope equation, you can see here, sorry, integration of slope equation, integration of this term, it is y, integration of this term is y. Now w by ei, it is constant term, w by ei is a constant term. Okay, next one, integration of lx, lx is l into x square by 2, l into x square by 2, and integration of x square by 2, it is a x cube by 6, x cube by 6. I think you can calculate this integration. It is simple one. It is lx square by 2 and it is x cube by 6. Okay. And there is a constant of integration. Constant of integration. Now, therefore, you have this equation for the deflection. This is your deflection equation. Okay. We have to calculate the constant of integration. And then we have to write the deflection equation. Now, this is the integration of slope equation. Now, after that, you have to apply the boundary condition. What is boundary condition? Here also you have at fixed support y is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, that is at, okay, fixed support means at x is equal to 0. Okay, at fixed support at x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. Okay, now that means at a, now when we put x is equal to 0 in this equation, your y term is 0 because there is no deflection. You can visualize this. Okay, y is equal to 0 minus w by ei. Okay, w by ei. Here is this equation. Now you see here x is equal to 0, this x is equal to 0 means this bracket becomes 0, this bracket becomes 0. Now when this bracket becomes 0, this total term becomes 0 and y is also 0. Therefore you will get the c2 equal to, you will get c2 equal to 0. Okay, I got it. Now when we put c2 equal to 0 in this equation, here this term is 0, you will get y is equal to minus w by ei into l x square by 2 minus x cube by 6. Okay, now this is your deflection equation. Okay, now this is deflection equation. Now means this y varies from this fixed support to this b, and that variation follows this nature. Okay, or this curve. Okay, y is increasing with the x, and that increase follows this path, and again here it is a negative. Okay, now next one, now our concern is for maximum deflection. Max y, you will get that maximum y at x is equal to L, that means you can observe in the figure also, that is at x is equal to L, you have y is equal to y max, or it is a y b. Now when we put x is equal to L in this equation, what you will get here, you see here it becomes L cube, because this x is there. Here it is L cube minus L cube by 6. Okay, that is minus WL by EI, L cube by 2 minus L cube by 6. Just you have to put x is equal to L in this equation, in the equation 3. Okay. When we replace this, it becomes L square. L square into L, it is L cube. L cube by 2 minus x is equal to L, L cube by 6. Now when we add these two terms, when we do the addition of these two terms, it becomes minus minus sign is there, minus WL I will increase the font, then you will get idea. You can see here WL cube divided by 3i. Addition of these two terms is L cube by 3i. Okay. Over. Now next one. This is the maximum slope and this is the slope at B. Okay. Therefore, it is called as a, sorry, not slope. It is a deflection at B. Okay. So it is called as a YB. YB equal to the minus WL cube divided by 3i. Okay. Now the negative sign, because it is in downward direction. This is in downward direction. We have applied load in downward direction. Even we apply the load in upward direction, it will be positive. Okay. And it is a distance. Deflection is what? It is a distance. Okay. Are you getting this? That means how this B is displaced, or B is displaced to the B dash with a distance YB. Okay. With a distance YB. And here sign is not important in this case. Therefore, we are taking YB as a positive. Okay. And we are writing this as deflection at B, or it is a downward deflection. Okay. Deflection at B. Okay. And it is also maximum deflection when, see here, when cantilever is related to point load at pre-end. Okay. This is the maximum slope when cantilever is related to point load at pre-end. This is the downward deflection, or it is a maximum deflection when cantilever is related to point load at pre-end. Okay. You have to remember these equations. Okay. These are simple equations. This is WL square divided by 2i. It is a WL cube divided by 3i. Okay. There may be there are problems on this. There may be objective questions on this also. Okay. Now, if you have doubt, you can ask me. Yes. If you have doubt, you can ask me. I will wait for a few seconds. If you get this one, you will get the next part also. Next part is simple. If you, this is the first derivation, and same derivations we are going to perform for different cases. Only some conditions are different. Any doubt? Okay. I will go to the next. Now, second case, slope and deflection at upper cantilevers to point load at P at a distance A from the pre-end. At a distance A from the pre-end. Okay. Sorry, A from the fixed end. A from the fixed end. Over. Now, see here. Last case, we have derived the deflection of cantilever when load is at pre-end. Now here, slope and deflection when load is at any distance A from the fixed support. Okay. Now consider cantilever AC, this straight line. You see here, this is a straight line. This straight line A to C. This is a cantilever. Okay, cantilever. Now on this cantilever, load W is applied at a distance A from the fixed support. Okay, over total length of the cantilever is L. Okay, and load is applied at distance A from the fixed support. Therefore, this AB is A and BC is L minus A. Okay, L minus A. I got it. Now, if load is applied at this location, load is applied at this location, then then you can consider this as a preend because it is going to deflect like this. You can see it. It is going to deflect like this. It is deflected curve you will get up to here, and from this load it will be straight. Okay, there is this. It will be straight from this curve. You can do the experiment like this. Experiment, you can fix one end of the any wire, and you apply the load at some distance, and you can check the deflected curve. You will get the deflected curve up to here, and from here to here it is a straight. Okay. Now, now at this location, if you consider this as a, if you consider the case of load at preend, you have this equation, that is a slope at B and deflection at B. Here you have deflection at B, yb is equal to WA cube. Now in last case there was a distance of L. Here it is a distance A, WA cube divided by 3I. Here slope at B is WA square divided by 2EI. Okay, at B already we have derived this equation. Okay, now our concern is to calculate the slope and deflection at this location. Now, if it is a straight from here, it is a straight from here, then slope at this location is same to the slope at this location. Means if we take the straight line from here, if it is a straight line, if it is a straight line, it is curve up to here. But after this, after the load, it is a straight. If it is a straight line from here, then slope at this location, it is equal to the slope at this location. That is angle made by tangent at this location, it is same angle made by tangent at this location. And that straight line is a tangent to that deflated curve at this point. Okay. Now what I will do, I will consider this B1 C1, that is, this is a B1 point, and this is a C1 point. Okay, B1 C1 perpendicular to the CC2. CC2, CC2. This is this line I have drawn at the end, CC2, and B1 C1 is perpendicular to the CC2. Okay. Now see here if this is a horizontal and perpendicular to this line, then this BB1, it is equal to the CC1. It is equal to the CC1. Okay, and that is equal to the deflection at B. Therefore, CC1 equal to the BB1. It is equal to the YB equal to the WA cube divided by 3I. WA cube divided by 3I. Okay, you can see it. WA cube divided by 3I. Okay, because deflection at B, it is YB, and this BB1, it is equal to the CC1. Now slope at C is same. Okay. Now next one. Now from this geometry, if I write the tan IB, you can see it. This is a straight line. This one is straight line. This one is straight line, and this angle is 90 degree. Okay. Now tan IB I can write C1 C2 divided by B1 C1. You can see it. C1 C2 divided by B1 C1. Now B1 C1 is L minus A. Therefore C1 C2 divided by L minus A. Now if your deflection is very small, that means for small deflection we can consider small slope also. Therefore I will therefore I can write tan IB equal to IB. Okay, I can write tan IB equal to IB. Okay, if it is tan IB equal to the IB, that means for small slope, tan angle equal to the that angle, I can write C1 C2 equal to the IB into L minus A. Okay, therefore you will get C1 C2 is equal to IB into L minus A. Now you put the value of IB. IB is here. Okay, here I will use small notation. IB is here. That is WA square divided by 2EI. You will get C1 C2 is equal to WA square divided by 2EI. Okay, 2EI. Okay, C1 C2, that is from here to here. Now your depletion is CC2. Depletion at C is CC2. Therefore, YC is equal to CC2 is equal to CC1 plus C1C2. Now CC1 is this one, WA squared A cube divided by 3I. Okay, that is depletion at B. Are you getting this? That is YC is equal to YB plus C1C2. Therefore, your equation becomes YC is equal to WA cube divided by 3EI plus WA square divided by 2EI into L minus A. L minus A. Now see here. Now see here. Now from this equation, this is a depletion at C, or it is a maximum depletion. It is maximum depletion. You can imagine from this image also. Okay. Now see here, what we can say, YC is equal to a depletion at C when beam is loaded with point load at a distance A from the fixed support equal to the depletion at A, depletion at A. Okay, that is depletion at A means depletion at a distance A plus slope into L minus A, that is distance of load from the support. You can see here, you have to remember this equation, depletion at B. Depletion at B means depletion at a distance A, okay, plus slope at B. Slope at B means also slope at a distance B into you have L minus A distance, okay. This is the slope and depletion of the cantilever when point load is at a distance A from the fixed support. Any doubt here? Only 1 minute is remaining. Any doubt? If you have doubt, you can ask me. Any doubt? Are you listening or not?
Yes, sir.
There is. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. In this derivation, or in this one, in any equation. Anyhow, you have to remember this. Okay. If you have not any doubt, I will go to the next case. Okay. Now next case is slope and deflection of cantilever surveyed to UDL. Now here this will not be finished or may not be finished. I will show you. Okay, I will start this and at the time of next session I will finish it. Slope and deflection of the cantilever surveyed to UDL over whole span. That means here cantilever is there. It is surveyed to uniform distributed load